Liberty Nation. Truth is making a comeback.
Welcome to Liberty Nation's LNTV. I'm Mark Angeledies. The new year is here, and with it a raft of new laws and legislation that will impact the lives of Americans. Now, whether these laws promote liberty or whether they promote more governmental control really sums up the difference between a year of tyranny or a year of triumph. As the French philosopher Montesquieu notably stated, there is no crueler tyranny than that which is perpetuated under the shield of law and in the name of justice. And this is where we stand on the cusp of 2019. New laws ready to be rolled out and impact us all in a very personal way. Now, we're going to look at a few of these. You can decide for yourself if these represent an increase in individual freedoms or are the mere tyranny perpetuated under the guise of justice. At number 1, gun laws, of course. In Illinois, over 250 laws were passed this year. Some are only kicking in right now. The one that stands out to me is the Lethal Violence Order of Protection Act. What this entails is that a family member can ask a judge to have an individual's firearms taken away from them. Now, the reasoning behind this is that someone in the family may know if their spouse, sibling, parent is about to go on a rampage that harms either themselves or others. So it makes some sense until you consider human nature. Do you know anyone in your family, either by blood or marriage, that is anti-gun? Is there anyone in your family who may want to cause you trouble? What about angry spouses about to go through a divorce? The fact is that this law is open to some massive, massive fraud. And what's worse is that the gun-owning person doesn't have the opportunity to defend themselves against this court order. They're essentially tried, convicted, and punished without having the opportunity to face either their accuser or the actual judge. I would list this one in the tyranny column. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Number 2, hospitals. A federal law kicks in, and it's called the Inpatient Prospective Payment System. What this means is that hospitals, by law, have to list the costs associated with each procedure on their website. The aim is to give the customer a lot more choice in which hospital they choose. Now, there's quite a lot of criticism of this law with the Better Business Bureau, claiming that the prices would change based on whether you have insurance or not. But for me, I can't see how having more information about something is a bad thing, especially from a consumer's point of view. Number 3, Suicide Prevention Panel. This one is from Tennessee and mandates that a panel to look into the causes, the stats, and the ways to address suicide be created. In the UK, suicide is the #1 killer of men under the age of 45. It's a major issue and it doesn't get the press, the coverage, the research that it actually deserves. The worry here is that the panel is mere window dressing, that there's some kind of political agenda behind that panel, and it's already decided before convening exactly what their recommendations will be when they're due to present in 2020. And I suspect that the focus will not be on addressing issues that young white males actually face, despite making up the vast majority of suicides. There's a real opportunity here, but I fear it will be squandered on the altar of victimhood, hierarchy, and intersectionality. Number 4, felon voting rights. Technically, this doesn't actually kick in until the 8th, but it's a pretty big one. In Florida, felons will now be afforded the right to vote. There's an estimated 1.5 million people who will now be able to reclaim that right. It seems like a liberty move to me. In general, once you've paid your debt, you move on with your life. However, like many new laws, there appears to be an ulterior motive behind it. From the mouth of Democrat State Senator Bobby Powell, quote, "It's a game changer here in the state of Florida. That number of voters who are not eligible to vote is definitely enough to change the outcome in some of those races," end quote. So we can see where Bobby's heart lies. And it's not about helping people become productive citizens and with a stake in their community. It's about votes. What a surprise. That's my take on some of the key laws that are coming out this year. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And feel free to tell me if this coming year will be one of triumph or tyranny, in your opinion. Many thanks for watching. If you like the content, click the subscribe button. And you can catch all of the LibertyNation.com news.